It's really hot out, by the way. It's hot out, and there's smoke everywhere, which I know you guys are experiencing everywhere in the U.S. Thanks, Canada.
New York, smoky, sticky, and
God damn, I'd be pissed. I would be pissed in New York if I had to wake up to this.
hot. So,
Global warming, man. It's ruining the fucking world. Like, objectively ruining the environment. They're, like, they don't care. Global warming and the end of the world will be recorded on cell phones.
we sent Johnny to Central Park to see how you're handling the heat dome.
It's like 110 out today.
How hot are you right now?
It's actually genuinely insufferable.
I can't tell if that's bad quality or if like the camera's like actually that hazy. Hold on.
I'm sweating top to bottom, like from everywhere.
That's a little too much information.
I'm sorry.
It's better than Korea here.
Better in America than
Yeah.
Korea. Okay, the Democrats don't agree.
Democrat?
They have no idea what this fucking chud's talking about. These two women are gorgeous, by the way.
Democrat?
I'm just really hoping people are wearing like a lot of deodorant today.
Lift up your arms. Oh my god.
Don't.
Oh my god.
He's lying. He's actually lying right now.
Fake news. Don't talk to me.
Did you take off from work today?
I am not working for another month.
You just took the whole summer off to stay out in the sun.
Yes.
Can't work on a day like this.
No.
How do you beat the heat?
I sort of just succumbed to it.
Wearing a bikini, drinking.
I sleep in the basement in the summer.
They keep you in
Oh, that's a smart idea. I might have to take that one from
the
her.
basement in the summer.
Well, I choose to be there.
Do you need help?
No, I do not need
Okay,
help.
thank God.
You take off our clothes and just feel the wind.
Should I take off my clothes?
Yeah, you should.
Oh, behave yourselves!
Republican news is so fucking weird, dude. This is so unserious. They don't understand that the world is literally melting. Or they do, they just
They're
don't
calling
care.
this a heat dome. What is a heat dome?
Heat dome?
Heat dome?
What is a heat dome?
Like, is it a dome around us?
Do you see a dome around us?
Not really.
You feel trapped in the heat. Like it just, there's nowhere for it to go.
Got a nice breeze right now.
Yeah.
How did the breeze seep into the heat dome?
Oh my god, he's trying to say that the heat dome isn't real.
How did?
In the winter, they called the temperatures a bomb cyclone. Now they're calling it a heat dome. Do you think these people are just making stuff up at this point?
Yeah, people are really bored these days.
They're good at coming up with words, but we came up with a good word too. They're Democrats.
Oh my god, this is like really bad.
That's dumb.
Why is it so hot out?
There was an ice age, so I guess we're in the next one.
Doesn't seem like an ice age to me.
Well, that's true.
The earth is sick right now.
When is it going to get better?
I don't know, tomorrow.
I don't know. Don't you have a weatherman where you are?
On the big map. Where's my map?
Global warming.
Would you rather be in the cold?
Beaches are kind of far away and not that great.
You ever been to the Jersey Shore?
I just don't trust people from New Jersey.
You gotta be kidding me.
We believe in climate change.
We do.
But it's cold in the winter and hot in the summer. Isn't that what's supposed to happen?
I would love like my few kids and their kids to like have a Earth to live on that's not like 130 degrees.
So the Earth is going to get to 130 degrees,
I mean, it's
inhabitable.
Inhabitable, yeah.
When do you think this is?
At some point it will. Like, oh my god, I have never watched Fox to this point. This is fucking insane. Oh my god, this is psychopathic.
Going to happen?
I don't know.
We have the right message. We don't have the facts.
Yeah, of course they don't know. They're not climate scientists, you fucking moron.
It's just a matter of time.
What are you going to do with your time left? You're going to make the most of it.
That's why we're Yeah, exactly.
How are you fighting climate change?
Reading books.
This is the most depressing answer they could have given. I remember when it would regularly get above 80 degrees in summer Massachusetts, and I'm not even an adult yet. It's happening so fast. Dude, it used to... this is a wild experience. I remembered when it snowed in October. Like, early October, it snowed in Iowa. As a kid. Many times.
Yeah, exactly.
How are you fighting climate
They're staying unemployed because they're so depressed about the bleak reality that they live in.
Reading books.
There you go.
I need water. Help me. I need water. Help.
Why are we using that clip of Trump making some fun of people like dehydrated, like begging for water?
Mayor Mamdani says your air conditioning's got to be put to 78 degrees.
What?
No.
Mine is like 63 right now, I think.
You're concerned about climate change, but you're keeping your air conditioner at 60.
I am a flawed human being.
Apologize to the Earth right now.
So sorry, Earth.
68 is my ideal temperature.
Yeah, dude, this is psychotic. Oh my god, I've never seen it this bad before. Sorry, I'm like kind of like watching it because I'm so I've
What do you
never
wanna tell
seen
Jesse
this.
Waters, you're on his show, but here's the thing, he's from New Jersey.
Oh. I guess like him and I have beef.
Do you know who I am?
No?
Here's Johnny.
Johnny?
This is so right-wing, uneducated teenage boy core. It is, dude. Oh my god. That was like made for children. And then we have like actual factual reporting.
Remember when you were a kid growing up, how sometimes in the summer, giant untamable wildfires in northern Ontario, Canada would make the air quality absolutely unbreathable across an enormous swath of the Midwest and East Coast of the United States? Remember how you couldn't leave the house without a mask and it burned your eyes and it burned your throat if you breathed it? No, I don't remember that either, because it literally never happened. What we are experiencing now in this country right now is not.
Yeah, look at this shit, dude. This is the reality that we're living in.
Normal, or at least.
This is the world we live in. This is not reality. This is.
It did not used to be. Sure, wildfires in the West all the time, but this? No, this is new.
You guys want to see a quick smoke map of the US right now? Very hazardous, or very unhealthy, hazardous, unhealthy, moderate, good. It is only good here. It's only good in Denver, apparently. All of this are wildfires. All of these are wildfires. And all that smoke is blowing down here. Yeah, New England got it real bad. Jesus, man. This is incredibly bleak. And honestly depressing. I feel bad for people in Wisconsin, like upper Minnesota. 291. What the fuck? Holy shit. What's it like in Minneapolis right now? Moderate. Oh, Boston's really bad. Where's Massachusetts? Boston. Yeah, it's real bad in Boston. Sorry, I want to see what Europe is looking like if I can. Nope. Oh my god, dude. Oh, we have a hazardous area. But no one lives up there, so oof.
And climate change is exacerbating everything. Winters are warmer, the warmest on record.
Winters are warmer, but blizzards get more aggressive. Extreme weather gets more extreme. Winters are significantly warmer. And summers are so much hotter. Like, it's unbearable being outside, even for me.
In fact, which means less snow, and less snow means drier conditions, which in turn means more wildfires, and more wildfires mean more smoke. And then the scorching heat trapped the smoke close to the ground, and here we are. What you're looking at right now is the view from the cockpit of a plane over Ontario this
Jesus, man.
week. Those you see there aren't clouds in the center, that is smoke from the fires. I mean, right now, the situation in the Midwest is downright apocalyptic. Just take a look at Cleveland, Ohio.
Let's look at Cleveland. Okay, moderate, but it's still like not good for you. Granted, this is today. I don't know when this was taken.
Only thing people are talking right now
Yesterday.
is that smoky.
Oh, whoa.
Smoky filled sky.
Yes, add 3 more smokes to it, right? I mean, it's just been unbearable, right? Just spending time outdoors, it's just been unhealthy for everyone. So the National Weather Service, along with the EPA, to continue with this cold maroon. That's 5 out of 5, very unhealthy for everyone due to the wildfire smoke that will continue to linger all throughout your Friday.
Yep, like he said earlier, the heat forces the smoke to go down.
The gorgeous look of smoky downtown. We have the clouds, the low-level smoke and haze sticking around. Not much of a sun to talk about. The densest of the smoke is continuing to dance and pretty.
God, dude, that's so fucking depressing.
Much scattered.
By the way, I hope you guys know what a heat dome is. Do you guys know what a heat dome is? Because I just thought about it. Nobody knew what a heat dome was on Fox. Let me see if I can find a picture of a heat dome. Heat dome. Kind of. It's just high pressure trapping heat in an area. High pressure acts as the cap. End result is the heat in turn prevents collective clouds from building up, reducing the chances of rain. So rain clouds don't show up when it's really hot. And so when that heat keeps on coming, like when it's so hot that clouds can't form to provide shade or rain, the heat just cycles. Over and over and over and over and over and over and over.
Scattered around much of the lower Great Lakes region, including the Ohio Valley now.
$5. That's how much I'm hoping.
And with the high pressure at the surface, all the smoke that is normally the heat that we also get from heat domes, so the smoke is forced down with the heat. Because, like, you feel like, oh my God. Holy fuck, it's so much better today. And it's still not good. Jesus. Herbal nonprofits are handing out masks for the unhoused. Yeah, same. If you guys can afford it, pick up a case of water bottles for your local homeless while you're driving. Anything helps. Sunscreen packets, water bottles. It's fucking so hot, people are just going to end up dying. Also, New England weather has been pretty wacky the last couple of years, like 75 degrees on April day, and then next it would snow. Yeah.
I, for one, and I imagine you didn't also know there was a code maroon, that air quality was so bad that no one could be outside. I mean, the air quality numbers are reaching levels people didn't know were possible. And the guidance for much of the Midwest, as you just heard, is stay indoors, not folks with, breathing problems or the elderly, like everyone. Look at this map. The red dot.
Like living with a disabled person, by the way, for like a year or 2 years, I learned that they, like, during this, they can't go outside.
Are where the air quality is considered unhealthy. Those big purple clusters are where the air quality is considered very unhealthy. And the brown dots are where the air itself is considered hazardous, as in it's not safe to go outside and breathe the air. Not just for the sick or the very young or the elderly, for everyone. If you're lucky enough to be in a part of the world not experiencing this smoke, it's difficult to convey just how awful the conditions are. And while there's some hope it could dissipate throughout the weekend, there are no guarantees. I mean, we're sort of victims here at the whim of the jet stream. This is a problem that we'll be living with, well, now probably forever.
Yeah, this is a now forever issue, by the way. I wonder if I can find satellite map of Canada fires. Nope. Images. Nope. Nautilus. Thank you. Jesus, man. One of the most beautiful planets in all the universe, and we're fucking it. We're fucking it so badly. One of the most beautiful, like genuinely, one of the most beautiful planets in the universe.
Images showed the smoke from the wildfires. Officials said there were 160 active wildfires in the province as of Monday. So far this year, there have been more than 450 wildfires in Ontario, about 100 more than at this point last year. A handful of communities in northwestern Ontario are under evacuation orders.
Dozens of wildfires.
Today, Donald Trump met with the head of FIFA. The smoke was bad enough that we got reports that there were discussions about health concerns of the World Cup finals set to take place on Sunday in New York. The National Women's Soccer League already had its own game here in New York interrupted by the smoke this week. Star player Trinity Rodman had to receive oxygen, telling the New York Times, quote, "If we have to have a hydration break every 15 minutes, then we shouldn't be playing the game."
Yeah, they should not. The World Cup should be postponed.
Sounds like the Milwaukee Brewers are going to play tonight, but the team is letting fans swap their tickets for a different game after air quality levels in Wisconsin hit their worst levels on record yesterday. And instead, of course, of taking any action on our climate crisis, Trump and his enablers in the right-wing media have the perfect reactionary response. Blame Canada.
Blame Canada. Blame Canada. I don't know why the U.S. was ever selected to host money. FIFA's a shitty, evil corporation.
Fox News alert, more than 800 wildfires burning across Canada right now. And the smoke isn't stopping at the border.
Canada facing widespread outrage over dangerous wildfire smoke that is sweeping into the U.S.
It's not Canada's fault that every country on the world is fucking our air quality and the U.S. is doing nothing about it. The most powerful country in existence is doing nothing to curb climate change.
Canada's turned us all into chain smokers because apparently it's like equivalent to like ripping cigarettes if you're outside for a long duration.
How do we know people don't have asthma and don't know about it? That's what I'm worried about.
All right, so tell Canada, put it out.
South Park said it. Blame Canada.
Now, to be clear, this is not a Canada problem. This is, as people have been saying for literally decades, including yours truly here sitting in this chair, it's a global problem. The wildfires are simply not possible to contain. In many cases, they are too remote and raging too quickly and too strongly. But the Trump administration is not interested in addressing the actual problem, the problem of climate change staring all of us in the face.
I'm so confused. Like, what do they want them to do? They can't just stop the smoke at the border. Yeah, and they can't just stop the fucking... Like, I don't know what you want us to do, man. You can't just, like, stop the wildfires. Air quality map. Where was the one I just had up? Control H, hold on. Forrest, I need to show you there it is. Air now. This is the air quality map from today. This was it yesterday. Green is good, yellow's not great, red, orange, and purple, and maroon, really bad.
All of us in the face. In fact, what they have been doing is working every single day in ways large and small to make it worse. Under the watch of Administrator Lee Zeldin, the EPA has been essentially gutted. Last year, Elon...
Yep. There's literally no money in the EPA anymore. There's no money in the EPA anymore.
And his so-called Department of Government Efficiency literally ended a key project set to debut this year that would have put new monitors on satellites with advanced ability to monitor wildfire and wildfire smoke. Seriously, they cut that out. The White House is also using billions of your taxpayer dollars to...
I've been waking up with choking recently with a stuffed nose. It's probably the air quality. We just saw this, Forrest, but this is the smoke coming out of Canada. These are not clouds, either one of these. It's just depressing, man.
Renewable energy companies to kill proposed wind turbines. That is, they're paying them not to produce carbon-free energy.
This is, guys, the worst thing. The worst thing, I think, honestly, and I don't mean to blame the USSR for this, but, like, the worst thing that ever happened in human history, I think, is the fear of nuclear energy. Yeah, we got screwworm coming out the ass, parasites in our greens. No EPA, no FDA.
Not to make clean sources of energy.
Like, the fact that we're so afraid of nuclear energy is part of the problem. Oh my God, please, can we just reopen all our nuclear? Oh my God, it would take a couple of years, but please, we need it, dude. We need nuclear reactors. If we swapped to nuclear energy, it would literally like curb this so aggressively.
That could end our reliance on fossil fuels. And at the same time, they're spending $1 billion to prop up coal, the most polluting source of energy we have. The exact opposite of what we should be doing. Donald Trump doesn't like the wind turbines. They ruined the view of his golf course. He thinks global warming is a Chinese hoax, if he thinks about it at all. I will say one thing here is that everyone else seems to understand that the climate crisis is here. It's at our door. I mean, Republicans still kind of hem and haw about it not being man-made, but a record high of Americans, a clear plurality, believe the threat is underestimated. The number of Americans...
Why the fuck are we still pushing coal? It's not 1920, dude. Get back to the coal mines, kids.
Who think it's exaggerated is declining precipitously. Again, because people can see with their own eyes. This didn't used to happen.
Yeah, this is what was going to happen. This is what I always thought. Like, we were going to reach a point where the climate crisis is at a point where it feels too far gone, and it does at this point. Granted, we could still curb stuff. It's never too late to stop. It's only too late to stop if we never stop. You can always take a second to stop what you're doing to cause this issue. And it's not an individual's fault. It's corporations' fault. This is all because of capital. And like, as a kid, we were always taught like, oh, global warming is really bad, but like we never really saw the effects. And even as a kid, I understood, yeah, we're never going to see the effects until it's like, it feels like it's too late. Now we're seeing the effects and everyone believes in global warming. Yep. Thanks, guys.
It wasn't like this. Every year, I have multiple moments just in my own life when I think to myself, this is weird. It wasn't like this when I was a kid. This year was the second hottest winter on record. The first was 2 years ago. Rough estimates the most recent.
And this next winter, gonna be another one.
Heat.
I'm sure a lot of birds are dying because they have sensitive livers. I have birds and you're literally not supposed to have any kind of smoke around them. Yep.
Wave in Europe may have killed as many as 10,000 people in a continent where, because it's been cooler for a long time, the adoption of air conditioning is still not widespread. The heat has also caused water shortages, hundreds of wildfires, untold damages to farm harvests. And it will likely be among the coolest year that our kids ever see again. Floods. Have you been seeing what's happening in Texas? Floods that were once one in a millennia, right? In a technical way, the risk of them was 1 in 1,000 years are now commonplace. I mean, we have more than one this year in Texas. Multiple people have already been confirmed dead in the catastrophic flooding that we're seeing in that state right now. It looks like a scene out of a disaster movie. But again, this is just the sort of steady drip of the
sulfur clouds, yeah.
routine now as our changing climate makes extreme weather events more common.
And it's not like this is like a regular graph. Like, hold on, let me open up a paint app. From what I understand, and you guys can correct me if I'm wrong, but this shit is not a graph. Exactly. It makes me so sad these companies put so much money into stuff like ecological footprint things, and then other things are taught in environmental class. Makes me feel like the individual's responsibility. So many of the environmental classes were about the individual, which is so fucking stupid. Oh yeah, climate change isn't like this, where it gets slowly more like destructive over time. It doesn't like slowly step up like this. What climate change really is this. Start here. Logarithmic. And we're like right here. This is like when we were kids. This is like our parents. Like Gen Xers. And then this is us as kids. Like maybe even like right here. But we're here right now. And this is like 30 years. This section is like 12 years. Yeah, data centers, gotta shoot that shit way the fuck up. Does this make sense to you guys? Is this a helpful infographic?
As was predicted, just as we have known from the basic physics for decades. It's here, the problem, it's gonna get worse. It's not abstract. It's not theoretical. I think most people get that. The other thing is we actually do have an opportunity to transfer rapidly to carbon-free energy that right now is growing at rates never seen before, surpassing all expectations, and literally at this moment is already ready to go and scalable.
Nuclear.
Right now. If we do that, if we do it rapidly enough, we can alter the trajectory of our future summers so that this, what you're seeing right now, what people have been experiencing, tens of millions of Americans, remains maybe a freak strange occurrence, something that happens once in a while, rather than a future in which our own kids look back at this summer and this experience as the good old days. The good old days when they were younger, when you only lost a few days every summer to the smokeouts and not weeks.
It's bleak. Like everything else, like it feels like there's like an opportunity where their improvements can be made, but like this shit really is bleak. This is more depressing, I think, than other politics that I cover, which sucks. But many studies done that individual acting green doesn't make a huge difference. It doesn't. It makes like no difference. Individuals trying to curb their own carbon footprint makes zero difference, basically. I'm gonna go smoke and dream about moving to Thailand. Bring me with you, please.